Regardless, now we're going to get Nephew versus Dual Kevin. Juri versus Rashid this time around. I can't remember if these two played the first time.
That is correct. Yeah,
they did. Okay.
This is during the moments where Dual Kevin was on a bit of a rut, right, in the very beginning of the phase. And we had talked about it a bunch of times over in a handful of different interviews. Dual Kevin really was just trying to get himself warmed up and ready for the competition, although he did fall short in that first phase, I do believe, just a couple days ago. He fell short 0-2.
Oh, wow. Okay, so again, you heard the interview. Dual Kevin is out here to try to prove it to himself above all else. So anybody that beat him in round 1, I think he definitely wants to run back in round 2, right? He believes in himself, has the confidence of the best player in the world, so he wants to prove that he's on that type of level. So obviously he wants that run back up against Nephew here. While Nephew is going to be looking to do the same thing, especially with FlyQuest actually falling in that first match. Definitely wants to force that Punk versus Doom match to be the actual decider.
And funny enough, I feel like we don't get to highlight Nephew as often in like any sort of scenario. Like, people don't understand that this cat is so meticulous when it comes to like studying characters, studying players, studying matchups, and also studying strategies.
Yeah.
Right. One of the biggest things we're going to see him kind of utilize to gauge his opponents is that parry. I think he's one to really not shy away from that tactic, getting some of these perfect parries and just kind of make you feel uncomfortable within certain ranges and then strike when the moment's hot too. So we're going to see, I feel like, that type of tactic specifically against Rashid going forward. Like, he's not going to fear the fireballs too much. He's not going to fear some of the stubbier normals that he has. I think he's going to be able to command a lot of the space and a lot of the pacing for at least the beginning of the set.
Yeah, Nephew was one of the furthest along players when the game first launched, right? Remember, he got second at CEO in the very first Street Fighter 6 Major against Mena RD. Like, he's been on point in this game since launch. He was one of the first ones really consistently parrying projectiles to the point where it was affecting matchup numbers. So I love the way Nephew has played since the beginning. Dual Kevin, obviously, is really trying to find his stride here in this latest season, and he has. Let's get into this clash.
God, I love this outfit. And I always forget that it changes up the music when it comes to the walkout.
Yeah, man. Oof. The little details, the little things, you know, they go a long way. Nice.
Damn, no chances for any sort of parries, right? Dual Kevin is actually bringing the fight to Nephew immediately.
Yeah, now looking to set the whirlwinds, and of course, always sniping with that stand medium kick. Try to get the walk-up throw. Nephew bet on the jump, perfectly timed, but Dual Kevin still finding every hit.
I love that punch counter too, going right into it. Over the fireball, into the face. My man Dual Kevin. Matchup specifics.
Forgot about that part of this matchup. Yeah, it's tough to use fireballs up against Rashid because of that command normal.
Oh. I like that. Early OD uppercut from the side of Dual Kevin.
Yeah, always like showing it early, right? Get the opponent to think about it a bit more going forward. Nephew, oh yeah, he avoided the punish counter at the very least. Tried the drive reversal, thought Nephew would pursue to burn him out. He did not. One up here in game 1.
Damn, he fell for the intimidation stare. He thought Nephew was going to continue on with multiple buttons. Nice work. After that one OD mixer, Nephew was like, you know what? I'm gonna force you to make these errors.
And Dual Kevin, he let go that time. He didn't actually drive rush cancel the parry. Oh, beautiful, perfect parry from Nephew instead. No advantage on the plus frames.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The perfect parries are coming out.
He's got them on lock. That's crazy. I didn't really realize the change of aesthetic too. Anyways, burnout is imminent.
And he once again uses it in this situation to try to relieve some. Tries to call it out, but it didn't combo. I don't know if that crouch medium kick needs to be counter hit or if he picked the wrong whirlwind, but no combo afterwards.
That's Nephew off of a couple of errors, a little bit of a smirk on his face. I'm sure his teammates have something to say about that, and it reaches ear. And of course, when you see that smile on Punk's face, you know something was said. You definitely know something was said.
Still discussing it though. Like, I like that even with Nephew getting the victory.
I wonder what questions like Nephew would have in regards to like that matchup, right?
Yeah.
It's like, although he gets the W, like what do you really ask out of that? It's like, man, how do I tune things up? Because I know he has like the answers to all of that.
Yeah, exactly. When we talk about how meticulous this dude is, we saw some absurd setup in round 1 where he claimed to have been intentional, where it was like during feng shui, and he whiffed the end of it, and it ended up being +1 upon both characters.
Oh, it was like
up.
the DP. It was like the DP ending on the other side.
That's what
and
it
then
was, yeah.
Throwing out the standing medium kick, which is 5 frames, at least on startup for the first hit, and then 8 for the rest of it. And he's like, no, that's a setup.
Yeah, so definitely a mad scientist, to say the least. Oh, no.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Was that medium mixer?
I think so. Unfortunate for Dual Kevin's option to just get shut down. Now he's going to be stuck in this corner. Great block in the overhead, but he's still blocking. That's the only thing. Now the parry gets thrown. One more button gets thrown. I was literally regular throw, punish, counter throw, counter throw. Like, got the whole smorgasbord of them.
Damn, son.
Oh my goodness, using the enhanced jump, gonna be able to get to the other side. Try to put these whirlwinds out. And man, Nephew even perfect parried that one. Felt like he wasn't even gonna connect with it.
Also, excellent call in between that drive rush, as he should, right? Because there was an overhead coming for his dome piece. But now, Dual Kevin a little bit shy when it comes to the drive gauge. He's trying to create some space for himself in order to get that drive gauge back. No shot. He is already committed to that button. Nephew with another successful jump in.
Yeah, Nephew is really good at like jumping people's heavy buttons. He knows, he likes the little walk up into the jump to bait him out. Oh, challenging again.
Successful block on the overhead. Oh, Jesus.
Oh man, Rashid luckily goes low enough to not get hit by that, but he's getting hit by all of this right now. Into the level 3 as well. That is going to be it. Another 2-0 from Nephew. Damn. Dominating performance over Dual Kev.
That is 4 games straight against Dual Kevin, by the way. That is impressive. That made me feel like he brought him back to phase 1.
Yeah, legit, right? We felt like Kevin kind of turned over a new leaf, like he was definitely going to be able to really make whoever his opponent was sweat. But my man, Nephew, stayed clean and smelling crisp the whole time.
Yeah, although we saw some really great nuances within the matchup itself, Nephew, just having that bounce back, we saw how terrifying he was in the corner. In fact, it shook Dual Kevin to his bones to the point where he was so adamant about pressing buttons about, like, or not necessarily buttons, but like reversal options upon wake up, willing to take too many throws. Even some of the drive reversals got called out. Actually, I think majority of the drive reversals got called out.
100%, right? Where like Dual Kevin was trying in the last instance just get some relief of the pressure. There was a lot of that. There was a lot of jumping in on the big normals. It was mainly crouch heavy. He tried to do it again right there, right? Just kind of whiffed for a moment, but Nephew picked it up regardless. And yeah, that was great stuff from Nephew, where usually you see Juris try to control that certain space with Renko kicks or stand heavy, something like that.